Alright, my people, we're on a show today called Tell a History. You understand? With Natty Crooks. And the future today is Skatta from Inner Circle. So he might go tell us a history and tell us what go on, you know? Man, a pleasure having you here, sir. You know, anytime. And give thanks, brother, you know, for the strength anytime, brother. So, me want to know, and people want to know where Skatta come from.
Well, enough people might see me and think say just come out. Well, I started back in the 80s. Started doing a solo career as Skatta until I met Danny Brownie from a group called Bloodfire Posse and started to work with Danny doing some singles, and then eventually their singer left and the Bloodfire lead singer left, and they asked me to be the lead singer for Bloodfire. That was back in the 80s. I was back in 1987, I think. Yeah, back in 87. And did some songs, one of the songs you're hearing in the background now. Can't Stop Rocking. Can't Stop Rocking, you know? One of our big songs back in the 80s, 87. This came out 1987. You know? And Bloodfire was known for doing songs like Get Flat, Rubber Duck Soldier, Are You Ready, Rude Boys, Dance All Night, you know, just to name a few. And, you know, we were managed in them times by a big production company called Sunsplash. And now Suns Fest take over, where Sunsplash used to always keep. You know, there were big events back in the day. You know, it was called Sunsplash. Yeah, back in the day. So that was where it all started back in the 80s. Yeah, man. Bloodfire Posse. So, you want me to continue?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, man, until I did a lot of work with other producers coming up, talking about like people like Steely and Clevie, God rest his soul. Steely passed on, and from Steely and Clevie did work with Bobby Digital, God rest his soul, he passed on. You know, big up Bobby Digital and all the crew, you know, his family. You know, Bobby and them time I met Bobby from Jammy's. Bobby was Jammy's engineer when I met Bobby, when I was doing dub plates back in the 80s. You know. So and I said, by doing solo things, hook up with, make I go back some more before even hooking up with Bloodfire Posse. I forgot to mention one of the icons in a reggae, which was Mr. Boris Gardner. I worked with Boris, and I learned so much from Boris. Boris taught me how to, you know, arrange and sing harmonies back in the days. So he had a friend that had a band in Texas, and they needed a singer. That was after one member of Bloodfire Posse passed on, which was the keyboard player, which is Alden Stewart, he passed on, and the band wasn't doing anything, and you know, everybody else was doing their solo thing, and I said, you know, I told Boris I wasn't doing anything, and he said, well, somebody needed a singer. That's a friend of his, Clive. The band was called Yard Band International, and I went to Texas and did a stint with Yard Band. So that's where I met other people who led me, you know, to be a part of Inner Circle. Another person that passed on, named Casey White. I did some work with Casey, and Casey knew me from Texas, and he had told me about Inner Circle wanted somebody to lay down some tracks, do production work with them. And that was like 94, 95. I hooked up with Inner Circle doing production works, laying down tracks with Inner Circle. And, you know, back and forth until when they said they wanted to help out with the lead singing, I was right there to lend my vocals, to be a part of that. And still being a part of. There's so much things I'm leaving out. I'm just giving it in a nutshell. It's just a synapse of all I've been through and people who have helped to bring me where I am today. Because I also was a part of Rough Cut. That was one of the number one, and still is, number one backing band in Jamaica. Rough Cut group. Big up Nigel, Ricardo Davis, with Nigel Staff, Ricardo Davis, Donovan Bell Davis. Big up Natty, who was a part of it, Colin White. And then after Colin, we have Paul Green, who's the guitarist, you know, and myself was a part of that. You know, so whole heap of history. You know, whole heap of history. I'm just giving you a snippet of all that I've done and all that I've been through. You know, so now I'm in Inner Circle, singing lead, you know, doing some stuff all over the place. I've been so much places, you know, in the world, you know. I give thanks. And right now I work on a little EP for put out. And one of my brethren, nickname him Cutter. And Andre, big up yourself, Cutter. See, so me and Cutter work, and I have also one other partner, have a company called Gap Band. Big up, Gregory Pinup, call him Affy. You know, there's so much people who have to give thanks, you know, who has helped in the growth and the shape and the development of me and music, you know. There's so much people, but this is just a little short interview. I'm just like, yeah, everything in a nutshell. So now we're there, Costa Rica, have the show you for the tonight, you know, nice it up. Maybe Natty can get a little piece, some snippets of that tonight. Puro Roots, Costa Rica tonight. Yeah man, Inner Circle, live concert. You can check that out tonight. Yeah.
Yeah, man, so me want to ask the next question. So from where you learn the music, your parents teach you, from where you get that experience with music, that connection?
You know, sir, back in them days, my background was, you know, I come from a poor background, but growing up, you don't even know I say poor. You know, because music wasn't even my first love. When I started going to school, I used to draw. And drawing and artwork was my love. You know, I just discovered singing by just singing what was on the radio, hearing what was on the radio, and I just listen and copying. And back then, when we tell people like, we used to listen to people like Freddie, people like John Wood, people like Ken Booth, people like Dennis Brown, you know. Because back in them days, we never used to hear Bob by himself. It was the Wailers. So Bob was singing with the Wailers. It was long after. I'm not telling the truth. I wasn't really into roots music. I was into more the lovers rock music then. You know, the R&B music. Because that's all my voice is. My voice is a more R&B kind of vocals song. So I was more into those kind of music, not the roots music. I was into the lovers music. Lovers R&B rock music, you know. So that was where it really just have the love for listening to them kind of music there and love them music there and singing. So singing wasn't the first love, you know. And brethren around say, yeah man, you sound good man. You have to take it up, and you know, still never take it up because I have gone through and done so many other things apart from music. Used to work with in a bus stand garage. That is some buses that used to run from town to country. Call them country bus. Bus stand. Used to work at bus stand garage as a mechanic or apprentice mechanic. Yeah man, I'm used to work at the craft market. I sell craft things. There's some used to see Peter touch. It's like in the time Peter go up on the road and I buy stuff for people overseas. I always come at the craft market, come get him craft things and for carry away. There's some music to Peter touch. And back in the day, told me to go check Bob Marley. Me and my brethren, because Afi was a singer back in the day too. You know, go check Bob Marley. Because we used to go around to the studio, Jammies, Channel 1, Tubbies, where's music go? Joe Gibbs. All of the studio them used to go, you know. And Tough Gang. Back in the days, they used to have a thing. I don't think about it anymore. TST talent search, and I think I entered TST once, but we never come in, you know. And me and my brethren go check Bob one time. Because we used to go around the road studio, I would check him up at Hope Road 56, Hope Road, that's how which part he used to live. I was out in the yard there, I play ball, and we go up there and we shout him and say, Baba, you come to check on, you know, and I say, come back, Ray, and, you know, because whenever I get away in the music, I just get frustrated and I just tell my brothers, nah, but I come back, you know. I try to find something else to do, you know. Because, and I like the boy, where did I get any help like that in the music? So maybe if I get some help in the music back in the early days, in the early 70s, late 70s should say, late 70s, you know, maybe take it up and maybe reach further, you know, as a solo act. But never did. So never really get no formal training. Just love music and just go around Barris. Barris have a lot of equipment. And he used to take up the drum machine and teach me how to program the drum machine and bang on the keyboard and, you know, formulate some cards and tell me what to do. And when we used to do around Danny Brownie, so when Danny mix tune or create music, I always ask him, oh you do that, why you do that, you know? And I learned from him. See him when I'm doing Bobby Digital and Bobby mix music. So Bobby, why you do that, Give me a template at a mix and I practice it, you know? So I always I learn and I pick up things. So nobody not teach me formally. You know, just I pick up things as my go along. And I learn from ones and ones, you know? So I just say them on.
True. So last thing we want to ask you, brother, if you don't make the thing too long, I know I'm further, move forward. What advice you can give the youths them who are trying a life and the musicians where I try put some music today?
Well, first thing, you have to love it. Because if you don't love it, you're not going to put 100% in it. You're not going to get what you really want out of it. You have to be true and say, right, this is what I really want to do. And if this you really want to do, you have to learn the art and the craft of it. You have to learn some kind of business, the music business. Plus, it's good for you can play an instrument. Good for you can be have ears for know when you're off E or on key, or for create music, if you can create your own music. And when you know chords, you can create, you know, songs in a different melodies and different keys and different styles. You know, so it's good for you know something about the music where you're going or the music where you want to make a career out of. You know, so first thing I say, you have to love it, love what you do. I love it, why me still you know, love it. I've done so many other things, but I still love music. You know, and try to learn so much and do so much. Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
Learn and find somebody where you look up to people where you know as a mentor where you know see somebody where know what them are do. Learn from that person there. You know. Just be an understudy to that person there where you know say can teach you something. Or you can learn something with the technique of singing or DJ or rapping or whatever. You know, find somebody where you know, so you emulate and just try to learn the most you can, you know, from that person. You don't have to take everything, you know, not to take them style, but sometimes you have to take a man's style to just get into or find yourself. Find your sound, your style, you know. I just say it goes sometimes, you know. Yeah, man, music business.
You hear from the man, brother. So that was the interview with the man. Tell a history, you know. So, any other thing you want to say before we leave, brother?
I just want people to continue to support reggae music on our world because them claims are reggae, you know, but reggae not die out. When we go so much places in the world and see how people love reggae music and embrace reggae, you know, more than Jamaica where it come from. You know, you have some people in the world, man, and I tell you, them love reggae and it no matter if you are the star or you are the star. Them wait for you when you come perform and show appreciation to a person, yeah, show him appreciation to them love what you do, continue doing what you do. You know, see, you have some people who just come for us enjoy the music. And we just give thanks for those who continue to support the music. Just continue to support reggae music because, you know, music is always a teach and some said them don't preach, but it's always a preach and an uplift, edify, you know. Yeah, man. Music of the world, the heartbeat of the people, reggae music, every time.
Alright, brother. So give thanks, you know, to have you again. Tell a history.
Every time.
Real time with the man, you know, live. Yeah, big up, tell the history.
Yeah, man. Big up Natty Crooks every time. Respect. Skatta. Out.